This is special to have a venue for one last conversation.
Yes, it is, Mia.
I'll start by asking you. What did you mean when you told me to not file my lawsuit?
Oh, of course you remember meeting with lawyers when we recorded the aftermath.
I was ready at that time to file. The lawyers advised us against it.
The lawyers advised you against it.
Me? What does that mean? You and I have something together. We have us. It is us against Scientology.
I am not against Scientology. I am against Scientology's abuses.
Wait.
But it is only
What?
you who is against, well, everything.
Everything.
You were raised
everything?
in Scientology. I was raised in Scientology. You were a child when I took over from Mary Sue Hubbard. I was revamping the plans for government infiltration. You were just a little girl.
Everything.
I was Dave's crawler against public, against legal, against
We
dissenters.
had
You were learning to make
case to
phone
bring.
calls. I was destroying people. I was protecting Scientology. You were selling people Scientology.
You are not.
Well, RH died. It took Dave no time at all to find out it was all a lie. Dave was not going to put his face on failure. He was going to make it go right eventually. He
wait.
lost his mind,
What?
trying to remove himself from accusation, sending all management out the window and thrashing out on us like an animal.
Spike. Of course it is all abuse.
Before
Are
all
we
that,
not?
Dave, Marty, and I were entirely committed to tax exemption. If we could get that locked down, then all Dave needed was to just spread Scientology to the masses.
What?
So what
Wait,
if the
what?
technology was bunk? Dave just needed the world to accept Scientology as another legitimate belief system. The problem was nobody in the world even knew Scientology existed. It was so small, so insignificant to the rest of the world that we came up with a plan to grow it.
You are telling me you Scientology by
Speaking out against it?
by speaking out against it. How does that even make sense?
People convert something horrific into benign overnight. All you have to do is flip a switch in their social media feeds and voila,
By
fickle.
speaking out against
And Dave,
it.
Marty, and I well knew so. Once we had tax exemption, we went to work on making Scientology a household name.
Why?
First, we did an experiment with Marty in 1993. Marty left Scientology, and we tested how the public would receive him. We tested the mettle of our own lawyers. We tested the fickle. We learned a lot from that
of course it
reconnaissance.
is all abuse.
We knew there was no problem running lip service on Scientologists. We were getting ready to control the narrative outside of Scientology.
Why?
And just in time.
Why would you do it? Well,
Exactly 21 years after
You-
LRH kicked.
You are an indie.
We were ready to infiltrate the anti-Scientology space. Marty and I were going to bring about the second
Wait,
coming
what?
of LRH. It
Are
was
we not on the same
planned, it was
page?
timed, it was documented.
not?
It was all grown-ups. You were just a girl chasing fame.
I am not a fame chaser.
You made it easy for me to onboard you and others. You made my job easy, centralizing all the anti-Scientologists for me to influence all
Why would
anti-Scientology
you do
avenues.
this?
You know how Scientology is. It is better to wrong others than admit to being wrong, and I'd rather die than face the world in shame.
You are saying all these years you were double-crossing me?
Not just you.
You are a double.
And the worst challenge I faced was trying to ingratiate Christian groups. Everyone else out there was no better than Scientologists. But Christians gave me pause. I found much of what I valued from Scientology was stolen from Christianity. It was making me slip up.
That was the worst for you? Do you have any? You have no feelings. You have no. What about Christy or for Jack? You look what you have done. You lied to them.
I lied to everybody.
Why? Why would you? Why? Why would you do
Read
this?
my book. My book was not an inspiring story of resilience. It was a keepsake of all my fond memories. I did not escape. I walked out. Scientology did not hunt me down. I waltzed into the anti-Scientology movement. I got to meet TC in Colorado. I set up spies all over you.
Why? Why would you do this?
Scientology did not kill me or destroy my life. That would have been my job to do so. I was in charge of killing and destroying.
And lying.
On page 215, I told you what I was doing. I described the moment all of this came together. I said, I don't want to play this game anymore. Marty said, me neither. It was in the hole we found new inspiration. We told Shelley our plan. She then had to be separated from Dave because the problem with Mary Sue is that she was too close, too connected with LRH. We wanted to ensure not one of us could get snagged. So we cut Shelley and Dave apart. We fabricated a rift with Marty. That way, each of us, we can each point fingers away from ourselves. It's called shaving carrots. I point my index finger at you and shave as if you were to blame. But 3 of my fingers are also pointing back at myself. So that's what I mean. I mean, your lawsuit just makes my job a little more difficult.
Yeah, I brought a
because-
case. I brought a case years after when I can't think of anything else I can do to end Scientology. I brought a case.
You know that I am the unifying factor when it comes to almost getting authorities to do something, almost getting lawsuits filed in California, almost unifying the anti-Scientology movement. I'm an almost kind
I
of...
cannot believe you're not ashamed of yourself.
Well, I'd rather die. This is why I had to bury episode 4. It was visual proof of me having ingratiated you. If you watch episode 4, you can see my tell. We had to make that disappear.
I can't. You destroyed my life, my marriage, my career.
I didn't destroy... Not I facilitated you doing it to yourself.
I can't forgive this. I cannot forgive you for this.
Of course not. We're Scientologists. We do not forgive. But know this, I was truly sincere.
I am
when
not a
was
Scientologist.
sincere. Just because I am two-faced doesn't mean I didn't mean what I said. You are truly special to me. That is sincere. I want you to know that.